Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. So about last year, I made a video on how to save money when owning a hamster and like some things you can do. But I just wanted to do like a little updated version and just show you guys some things that I do with Dipper's cage that saved me a lot of money. Also while I spot clean his cage because I was going to do it anyway, so I decided to just do this video while I'm at it. Also, I've added lights to the cage. Obviously, I don't turn them on at night while Dipper's out and about, but they look very, very cutesy. So apart from the obvious things like getting a big cage like this one and lots of bedding, that's going to cost you a lot of money. And honestly, like a average like big bag of bedding is probably going to cost you more than a hamster, which is absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, apart from that, everything else, well, not everything, but a lot of the other things you can like DIY or buy for cheaper. So yeah, let's get into it. So this is what his cage is currently looking like. I'm just going to go sift out his sand bath because there's poops and stuff in there. Okay, so starting off, I have my sand for my sand bath, and so these are just like the little baking things you can put it in the oven, bake your food in it, whatever. The trays, forgot what they're called. Anyway, you can get these from like dollar stores. Obviously, I'm here in the UK, so I get these from like charity shops and also Poundland. I mean, Poundland, yes, they might be a bit more than a pound because like half the things in Poundland are not a pound. But you can get these for like fairly cheap, and they are like a great sand bath, and they're very sturdy, and they can hold a bunch of sand. Also, they tend to be quite big, so you can obviously buy ones bigger than this, so they're very spacious, and especially because I have a robo and they need a lot of sand, I love using these. Also, my other sand bath, which I'll probably take this out of here actually, but this sand bath is just like a lunchbox container that you can get from, I think I actually got this one from Poundland, and it came in like a set for £2 or something, and this is great as well because it's very deep and you can put a lot of sand. And as for things like wheels, I like to get them off of like Facebook marketplaces and stuff. People tend, like when they own a hamster and the hamster passes or they've rehomed the hamster, they don't want it anymore, they tend to like sell all the hamster stuff in like big bundles for £5 or something. So you know that they can be like pretty cheap, and you can get like a bunch of things and a bunch of wheels, which is definitely going to be cheaper than if you bought this from like Pets at Home or something. Also, just stopping for a quick sausage roll break because I was feeling really hungry. Okay, let's get back to cleaning. So we have sifted out the sand bath. Also, I'm just using a like vinegar and water solution to clean up his wheel every now and again because he is a wheel peer, so we've got to make sure it is nice and clean. Next up, I just have this little bowl here. So this bowl came from something. I remember I got it from Lidl, but I ate something and it came with a bowl, so I'm reusing it. And this is just like to add some more texture. Here I have some cardboard cut out from a tissue box, and this is from like an Amazon package. So yeah, that's just something fun for Dipper to like try out and some new textures. Also over here, so I have a water bowl and a water bottle for him, and for his water bottle, because it doesn't really stand on its own very well, so I made him like a little stand from a toilet paper roll. I'm just gonna like cut it and I've put it on here, and it works very well. It's also very sturdy. Then here, this bit, this is like I got this water bottle thing for my birthday, and he is storing food inside of here. But I just cut it out, and I put it here as like a little hideout. Oh my god, look at how much food there is in there. I didn't even realize. Now, toilet paper rolls are like literally going to be your best friend when owning a hamster because these make for like great things to rip up and put as like burrowing nest materials, so your hamster can go like collect it or just put it in their nest, and it's like bedding. And it's great because again they can like put it in the cheek pouches, and it's soft, and obviously make sure it's not scented or it doesn't have any like ink in it. So then over here, I also have these rocks. Now this rock in particular, obviously it says this. I don't know where I have these from. I just found these in my house, like in the shed. And so I got them for Dipper because rocks are a nice little place for your hamster to cool down, or just add some like, you know, fun little bits in your hamster's cage, or just for new textures, whatever. But rocks are great, and I just put them over here. But if you find some like rocks outside that they obviously can't like chew through. Also, if your hamster tries to chew rocks, don't let them have rocks because they're probably gonna break the teeth. But obviously if they don't, then it's fine. If you find some cool rocks outside that they can like under no circumstances chew through, then you know, go ahead and wash them and put them in the cage, and they add as a very nice accessory. Now moving on to some of my favourite things. So these like ceramic hearts. So this one, this little mushroom heart I got from Asda, but also this one. I had to clean this bit up because he filled it with bedding. And this one as well, and this heart are all from charity shops, and I literally got them for like 50p each, which is great because these are basically like little candle holder things, but they are great as hearts, and Dipper loves them. It just adds some like really nice clutter, and they're cheap and just in general great. So whenever I go and like pop down to the charity shop, I always make sure to pick up one of these hearts. And then also my water bowls. So these are candle holder things that I got from IKEA, and it was like a pack of 3 for £3. And these are great. They're quite like, I mean, they're quite big, I guess. They're a perfect type for like Dipper to drink out of, and they're not easy to like knock over or anything. And yeah, they're just in general really nice. So also your hamster can't chew through them, so that's great. Now in a moment I'm going to refill his water and clean this area up, but this dig box, which is filled with cocoa fibre, is actually just like a lunchbox, and the top of it I've cut a hole out of, and it was like a really old lunchbox, so oh well. But yeah, I've cut a hole out of it, and Dipper absolutely loves cocoa fibre, because if I didn't have this lid it would be going everywhere, and it already does go everywhere, but if I didn't have it, it would be like absolutely chaotic. It would be like a mess. But yeah, Dipper loves his cocoa fibre. Here we go. So he has some fresh water, and I cleaned out the hearts. Now moving on to here, so I have some beach chips in this like bowl, just a normal bowl that you'd use for like cereal, which is great. I mean, I just got it from the kitchen. Whatever, it does a pretty good job, and it's also pretty deep, so he can actually kind of, well, not burrow, but he can actually, you know, dig. And this little mushroom thing, I got this from Poundland ages ago, and I think it's like little accessories to put in your garden or something, like in the plant pots. But this is obviously great for Dipper because, well, first of all, you can't eat it, and second of all, it just looks adorable there. So now moving on here, so this is a big fat Cheerio box. I got like the other day, it was £4 or something, it was humongous, but the other day I got Cheerios, and I thought, why not just cut it out and use it as a little like hut. So basically I have like huts on top of here, but also down here, he like, oh, I think I just ripped it a little bit, oh well, he has like his little hiding place. I just put like a toilet paper roll so it's sturdy there, but he absolutely adores going in there, and he has this little like nest bit, so I don't think I'm gonna lift it up because he might be in there, so I will leave him be. Also, this little hippo thing over here, I also got it from the charity shop, and he loves going in here. It's just like a little, again, probably a candle holder, but he loves going in there. So I've refilled that. Okay, now moving on to this bit, which is kind of in dire need of a clean. Oh my god, Dipper, he's out. Hello. No, hello, Dipper. Okay, back you guys. Anyway, this whole bit needs like such a clean. So these two huts over here, which I'll show you in a second, are both DIY. In fact, this hut it's like a little L-shaped hut. I literally redid it like an hour ago maybe before I started cleaning this cage, because I wanted to, the other one was really floppy, and every single time I lifted it up it kept on breaking, so I literally had to go back and rewatch the like my own tutorial that I made last year of how I built this, so because I kind of forgot. But yeah, I've refixed it a little bit. I kept the same roof though because I think it's fine, but he just, I mean, he doesn't really sleep in here, but sometimes I put bedding and he will collect it from this hut. So okay, so I'm just going to take all these bits off so I can actually show you guys, because it's filled with bedding. So this toilet paper tube, so again, this is like one of the things that I love. Whenever you like see that your toilet paper has run out, and instead of throwing these away, literally just use them for your hamster. So this one is very old. I did this like ages ago. I just put a bunch of colourful paper on it, but you know, he still has not eaten it and it's still functioning, so I think it's very cute. But yeah, I have a lot of these, so I also have this one here, and they're just everywhere, and they're honestly like so, you know, they kind of seem like such like tiny things, but they make as very fun tunnels. And also you can like connect a bunch of these together, or if you have like the long kitchen paper rolls, you can connect a bunch of them together and like make a little burrowing system, which I won't be doing now, but that seems like a very fun thing to do for your hamster. So if you can somehow figure out how to do that, that would honestly be pretty good. Like I feel like if you follow the instructions or like measurements from actual, you know, burrow starter things, then you could make that happen. So this kind of may be a bit random, but coconuts. So I have like 2 of these, and I think it was like literally years ago I ate a coconut. And so there we go. I ate a coconut, I finished it, and then I found out that coconuts are safe for hamsters. So with a lot of effort, like this took ages, but I actually managed to like put into half. And you can, I don't know, you can just kind of shove this coconut in the bedding, put some toilet paper in there, make it like a little boredom breaker, or you can like flip upside down for some textures. Do whatever with it really, but coconuts are a great way to add texture and a bit of clutter to the cage. Also, they last ages, and your hamster is probably not going to be able to chew them, so they're great. On that night with the coconuts, these like, I have a bunch of these just twigs lying around everywhere, but for example, if you find an apple tree like twigs are safe for hamsters. So you know, if you see some and you rip out a few branches, then bake them to sanitize them. It'll be a great way to like just put them in your hamster's cage and add some enrichment, which is what I have done. It just adds to the natural look of the cage, and it's just kind of fun for them to chew on. Also, if you cover them in like food or something, you can make a boredom breaker out of it. And I have some Timothy hay in here. So obviously Timothy hay from the chinchillas, I always have hay in stock for them, so I like to just add some for Dipper every once in a while. And this is a Harry Potter pencil pot, and I have 2 of these because I think I bought one and then I was gifted another one, and this is so old, but I like to just add some in here, and it's very, very cute. Once again, another candle holder thing. This is a way smaller one, but it works great because Dipper is tiny and he can actually fit in here. So then again, my little L-shaped hideout. This is his multi-chamber hideout over here. So he is currently not sleeping in here because he's sleeping in the other like Cheerio box that I showed you guys. But he used to sleep in here all the time, and so I mean, the bedding is quite, you know, might have to just shove it down a little bit. But this is very old. Like I think I made this probably last year, and it's still in good use. So Yeah, but I think I might need to make a new one soon. But instead of buying like £30 MailChimp Hideout from like 19 or something, which don't get me wrong, the Hideouts are great, but if your hamster pees on the wood, then there's not you saving it really. I mean, you could sand it down, but there's still going to be stains. Whereas on this one, you can make it for like half an hour max, and you can keep on making it from cardboard for like ages. So literally, I just had like an Amazon package. I cut out the bits from it, and ta-da! It was very easy to make. But especially as like winter is approaching, well, it's basically winter at this point. Make sure to put a lot of just like bedding in general, because they need to stay warm, and they're very tiny little things. Like, I mean, especially rabbit hamsters. Dipper is a little tiny creature, so we've got to keep them warm. Okay, so I've just mostly kept it the same. I'm just going to add in the ladder. So I just added in this purple heart because I had a bit more space, and again I got this heart from Facebook Marketplace in like a bundle. Last but not least, I just have this like little heart that I made from cardboard. I just folded up a piece of cardboard, added some steps, and called it a day. I've added his little salad bowl, and again from the charity shop. Literally all my ceramics pretty much are from the charity shop, and he just has a little cucumber for today. But yeah, that is his finished clean cage. Hopefully I've helped someone out there save a bit of money when it comes to, you know, owning a hamster. And also for the tutorial of how to make that hut, I will put the link to my video in the description below. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!